Hey, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to access your SchoolTool account so that you can view your grades throughout the entire school year. SchoolTool is a program that allows students to view their grades as soon as their teachers input that grade into the gradebook. With SchoolTool, you can check out individual assignment grades, final grades, marking period averages, and assessment grades. This program also allows you to see your contacts, your disciplinary reports, and your attendance. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the tutorial. There are two ways to access your SchoolTool account. One is online, and the second one is through the SchoolTool app. We're first going to go through how to access your SchoolTool online. Once you open your Chromebook, you're going to go down here and click the Chrome icon on the bottom of the screen. Once it opens, you're going to click up here in the search bar in order to type in the school website. The school website name is libertyk12.org. Once you get to the website, you're going to scroll down, and this is where the SchoolTool link is located. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. As a new student in the high school, you're going to receive an email from SchoolTool that's going to give you a password to sign in with. The first time you log into SchoolTool, your username is going to be your school email. This is your last name followed by your first name at students.libertyk12.org. The password that you're going to input will be sent to your school email. So mine would be Medina Sophia at students.libertyk12.org. The next thing you're going to do is input the password that was sent to you through your email from SchoolTool. Once that's done, you're going to go ahead and click Login. Now we're at the SchoolTool homepage. In order to change your password from the original one that was sent to you, you're going to click this button that says Account. Once you get there, you'll see this page. You're going to input the password that was sent to you through your email into the old password slot. Once you input your old password, you then have to create a new password. This password has to contain one uppercase letter and one number. Once you've successfully changed your password, you're going to click on My Home. It is located right here. Once you're at your homepage, you're going to click on your name here in blue. This is where you're going to find all of your information about your grades, your schedule, your attendance, your discipline, and your assessments. The first thing I'm going to do is click on Schedule so I know exactly what my school day will look like. This is where it's located. Now that I'm here, I'm going to scroll down to view my schedule. It's important to note that some classes in high school are based on semester, which means 2 marking periods. The first 2 quarters, I'm going to be taking a political science class. The next 2 quarters, I'm going to be taking an economics class.
2 quarters equals 1 semester.
If you see that there are 2 different classes
that are scheduled for the same period,
it might be because you're taking a semester class. Another example of a semester class being in my schedule is this. 8th period, I have Composition 1.
This is in the first semester.
I will only take this class for 2 quarters. In the second semester, I'm going to be taking Speech, 8th period.
This class will also be 2 quarters.
I can also see that I have 2 classes 9th period, PE and Study Hall. That just means that I'm going to be taking PE on A days and Study Hall on B days.
Classes like this that rotate between A and B days do not change per semester.
Once I scroll back up, I'm going to go to the next slot. This bar tells me if I missed a class, if I missed school, or if I was late to school or had an early dismissal. Right now, I can't see anything because the school year is listed as 2020-2021. In order to see my attendance from my other years in high school, I have to change the year. I'm going to click on this arrow to change the year. So I'm going to pick 2019-2020 school year. Now that I'm here, I can see all the times I've arrived late to school
or if I've left school early.
Grades mean grades that you receive at the end of the marking period, or your final grades from an entire school year. Once again, in order to see my grades from past school years, I have to change the school year. This tab allows me to change from seeing my final marking period grades to seeing my progress reports, my final grades, and different types of assessments. This page allows me to look at the final grades for the marking period listed. Here is where I find which marking period I'm looking at. If I want to change which marking period I'm looking at, all I have to do is click here. The next important tab is going to be this one. This tab allows me to see the grades from individual assignments throughout a marking period. Here's where I can see which school year I'm looking at and which marking period I'm looking at. This first column tells me which class I'm looking at. This second column allows me to see from which part of my teacher's grading rubric I'm being graded from. This column tells me which exact assignment this was. This is where I can find the date of when my assignment was due. This column tells me the highest score I could have gotten on this assignment. This column tells me how high I actually scored on the assignment. If I want to view just one specific course at a time, I can click right here. Now I can choose which class I want to look at. So before, I was looking at all of my courses and all of my assignments throughout each one of those courses. Now I am looking at one course and all of the assignments throughout that one specific course. This green text tells me which class I would be in if I was in school right now.
Another way to access SchoolTool is through the SchoolTool app. This is what it looks like in the App Store. Once you open the app, you're going to see this screen. In the URL place, you're going to have to put this link. This link is directly connected to Liberty Schools. Just in case you missed it, here's the link again. Once you've inserted the link, you're then going to sign into SchoolTools the same way you did via the website. It's your school email as the username, and the password is going to be sent to your school email. Once you're logged in, you're going to be able to access all of the features that you were able to access on the website. The only thing from my experience is that I'm not able to change the school year to see past year's grades. I personally prefer to use the website only because it's more user-friendly, at least for me. But the thing I do like about the app is that it oftentimes sends me push notifications when my teacher inserts a grade into their gradebook. The only downside to that is oftentimes the app will lock me out and I will have to go through the entire process of reinserting the URL in order to log in once again. So that is a bit of a hassle, but it really comes down to preference. So SchoolTool not only helps you keep track of your grades throughout one singular school year, but it also helps you keep track of your grades throughout your entire high school career. Here's an example of a high school transcript. In order to graduate, you need to earn 22 credits.
Here I can find how many credits I have so far. Although I have more than 22 credits, I cannot graduate yet because I need a certain amount of classes in order to graduate. For example, I have not yet taken my final half credit for physical education.
Because each year of PE is half a credit, I need 2 full credits to graduate. This means I have to take PE one more year to earn an extra half credit to get the combined 2 credits.
My transcript career actually began when I was in middle school and took high school classes. The grades that I got in those classes and on the Regents exams or final exams, depending, attributed to my high school transcript.
This is a guide to reading your transcript.
FA stands for final average. CR stands for credits awarded. SE stands for state exams. Throughout all of these classes, my grades are being recorded and added up to compose my GPA. This stands for grade point average.
Your grade point average is important because it helps determine your class rank.
Those who are number 1 and 2 in your class become valedictorian and salutatorian. These people make speeches at graduation. Your GPA is not only important for your class rank, it's also important because your transcript is what is given to colleges when you apply. Colleges look at your GPA and they look at the courses you've taken and they see how well you've done in those courses, and this helps them make the decision to see if you're compatible for their college or not. More competitive colleges look at class ranking to kind of help them select which students would fit best at their school. You really start filling out your transcript the first day you start taking high school classes, so now it's your responsibility to make sure that you get the grades that you want and are best for the future that you choose for yourself. The harder you work now, the more attention you're going to get from colleges once it's time to start applying.
This is my email in case you want to reach out to me with any questions or if you're just feeling nervous about high school and want to talk.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.